Third time's a charm.
It's worth noting, like, before we do anything,
Sure.
it's worth noting that, like, we had that little exchange just now,
Okay.
but neither of us know. I said, well, and you said third time's a charm, but we haven't actually discussed, like, I don't know what you think of this film. You don't know what I think of this film.
For sure.
We laughed at moments.
Many
we paused
moments.
it. We commented on moments.
Sure.
But I don't actually know, and you don't actually know what the other person thinks of this film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello and welcome.
Welcome to the Movement Podcast. I am Peter, the person who doesn't know what I think. Co-host is Brady. And in addition to not knowing what I think of what you think about this movie, I also don't know where to look, because shout out to the patrons who have a video stream. Like, do I look at you when I talk? Do I look at the camera when we talk? Do I wave and say, hello, thank you for supporting the show? I don't know. Maybe I'll look a bit of everywhere.
I know nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm an unintelligent monkey.
It's dirty, stinking ape.
I'm primitive.
Don't use the word monkey. I find it offensive.
It's offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least to apes in the year
To
30,
39,
39, 50, 55?
Yeah.
39, 55, I think, is
The correct
accurate.
yeah.
Yeah. We're on video again, as has become the tradition with the Planet of the Apes episodes.
And shout out for the Patreon supporters and the people considering about it. We've got video streams of this series. We've got bonus episodes. We've got a lot of bonus content. We've got...
You can find out what the greatest invention of all time is.
Yes, there's there's bonus episodes. There's perked voting, increased voting power.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Do it.
Escape the I don't know. I was trying to think of a way to use the word escape, and it's not working. But
Escape your miserable, pitiful, mundane, mediocre life of not watching.
Yeah.
Pete and I discuss
Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
What a segue.
The 1971 third installment.
I'm glad we spent like 20 minutes storyboarding that ahead of time, because otherwise that transition
would have been clunky.
Would not have gone near as smoothly.
Not even remotely.
Did you say, yeah, you did say, my name's Peter, and that's Brady. Okay.
Yep.
I wasn't listening.
That's okay.
Yeah.
But you know who we are, so it is okay that you weren't listening.
We're nearing 400 episodes.
We are.
So I'm starting to... I think I'm grasping. Like, I think I have it. Like, sometimes there's still a little bit of, like, you know, like when we don't record for 2 weeks.
You kind of like, I think I know why this person's showing up at my house, but I'm not really sure why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with you.
Let's pick
before
the bones.
we,
sure.
You know, because I feel like we are equally famous for your outburst laughter as we are my tangents of I was, without going into any details, I found myself the other day in your place of work.
Yes.
Yeah.
The county jail.
You weren't there.
I wasn't.
But I saw your office from the outside. And I noted two things.
Sure.
One,
there was a door.
Your door was locked. Good call. Good call. Because
you had plans.
I would have TP'd it.
Sure.
110%.
Not even a question.
Like 110%. And I would have felt zero remorse.
Yeah.
I would have TP'd it. Yeah.
Fair.
Which would have been great, because I feel like, and had I TP'd it, because I disclosed to you that I was in your place of work. I sent you a photo of your office door.
Yeah.
Had I TP'd it, I wouldn't have disclosed. But do you think you would have figured that out? Like, do you think you would have walked in and instantly have been like, damn it?
I would have been damn it, and then I would have just backed up, shut the door, and left.
And went home.
I'd just been like, sorry.
You would have come here and have been like,
exactly.
All right, get your ass in the car.
Get in the car.
Come clean this shit up.
Exactly.
So I noticed that. I noticed your door was locked. Good call. and I didn't have my lockpicks on me. But also, here's the problem.
Sure.
In the hallway outside your office, there are cameras. And so I feel like lockpicking
probably
it's just a bad look.
Bad look.
It's not going to happen.
If it's ever a good look, that is not the time.
Sure. So I need to think of. I was thinking like, ooh, I could write a funny note and slide it under your door.
Good.
And that would have been, But then also on the camera, then they're looking at it, going, "Was that a bomb?
Is it a bomb?
Right? Like, is it blackmail? Like, what is he doing?" So I noticed that. I also noticed how long. So, question: how long? Because by my recollection, it's been about a year and a half you've been in this position.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somewhere around there.
Yeah. Nothing in terms of
signage.
Is your name even on the door? No.
There's a disposable piece of paper that's pinned on the door that has other information, and in the corner it's like Peter Gonzalez Ortiz's office.
Because then I won't even go into details of how I know this, but I also have it on good authority that within your workplace, the phone number extension list doesn't even have your name. It has your title.
Oh, that.
And other people's names are on there, but they haven't even updated it to put your damn name on there. It's been a year and a half.
That one I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, I can't confirm or deny that one. Yeah, it just says a generic like. Yeah, that's right. My name's not
on there.
It's just like generic.
I don't know.
Chimney sweep number 4 call.
Yeah, I don't know if it just takes a while for them to get around to these changes, or if there's a genuine like. Let's wait and see if it works out. Let's wait and see. Right?
It costs money to sketch like a name on something.
It'd be a real bitch to do this again in a couple of weeks. So. If he doesn't turn his shit around, then he's going to have to vacate the office.
Yeah, it's like, let's just wait it out.
But I can also confirm no windows. Correct. Like, even though I didn't see the inside of it.
Remember, we've talked about that before.
Yeah, I could mental map out where the office was within the jail. And
there's no windows.
And there's no windows.
None.
No. Do you have forced air? You have like AC.
There's like a vent in there to make sure I've got oxygen.
Oh, okay. so that Bruce Willis can visit you at Christmas time.
Exactly. That would be sweet. I would be open to that.
Yeah. All right. Let's initial impressions of Skip.
Yeah. What do you think?
It might be the best one yet.
Okay.
Of the three, it's definitely better than the second one.
Oh, okay.
Way better than the second one.
Yeah.
Like, I actually, several times throughout this, I was like, I'm into this.
Yeah.
Like, this is good.
Yeah.
At first, it seems gimmicky. Like, when it first starts, you're like, shut up, Windows. When it first starts, you kind of think, okay,
here we go.
This is where you're going with this. And it kind of feels like, it's aside from the fact that it's already like a space travel movie, it's kind of like, well, yeah, it's the third one in a franchise, so it's either going to be, Planet of the Apes do Manhattan, or it's going to be Planet of the Apes in space, right? Like, that's how these franchises, at some point you end up in space. Even Fast and the Furious has done that now, right? Like at some point.
Right.
And so it seems like when this kicks off and they're there and they're like, okay, let's pluck them out and drop them into the modern day at the time, 1973 element.
Sure.
You're just like, oh God, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
But shortly after that, I'm like, okay, like, so it's definitely better than the second one. And realistically, I think it's more entertaining. Like, I cared more and was more fascinated to find out what is going to happen next than I was. The first one, although iconic, is repetitive. It's monotonous.
I'll do a
slow
visual.
burn.
Yeah, I'll do a visual with my hands for the people watching. Like, it starts high.
Yeah.
For number one, we're talking huge lull, huge pacing issue, huge repetition, and then the ending really peaks.
For the first one.
Yes. So it's like a huge dip, like 90% dip between beginning and end.
Yeah.
Like starts high, low,
and then comes
high.
up.
Yeah.
The second one starts
lukewarm.
okay.
Because you're wondering, like, what's even...
It starts okay, and then it kind of like...
Yeah.
Oh, like, okay, like New York... It's New York for sure. And it's the underground subway system. And this is really cool to see. And then super intelligent human race cult thing. And then you're
wrinkly thing.
And then right at the end, it's like the planet explodes.
And it's like
you're like,
flat line.
holy shit. You're like, okay, what's going on? This one was just kind of, I would say, a fairly steady climb. Started out low.
Right to like the last minute of the
Steady
movie,
climb.
we were like, what's going on?
So
or what will happen?
My super elongated, super bloated, short initial impression is might be the best one of the three we've watched so far.
That's a hot take.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not the most iconic.
What do you think?
I would almost agree with that because I'm trying to look at my notes here. So I felt like this was a bit of like an Interstellar prequel.
Right.
It was like, to me, it was ahead of its time. I felt it was a super stimulating premise to revamp a series because I feel like the first one was iconic. 2 just felt like a carbon copy.
Yes.
And it was like, hey, we've got a lucrative series.
Let's do it again.
Let's convince Charlton Heston to come back. He doesn't want to, so we'll use him. We'll find like a carbon copy of him.
We'll agree to kill him.
Some other good-looking guy. So it just seemed kind of a carbon copy. This was so fundamentally different. Like it's on Earth in present day at the time. It's dealing with concepts of time travel. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think it's hokey to a fault. You know, there are times I wish Disney Plus, because that's what we watched it on, had the time and a half feature.
Sponsored.
Kathleen Kennedy looking at you. I wish
that's Lucasfilm.
Well, they're all connected.
Well, yeah, but I don't think Kathleen Kennedy has jack shit to do with the Planet of the Apes movies.
Well, I mean, I'm just being an extension of Disney Plus.
Right, okay.
I wish we could watch this at time and a half because just there were some times that dragged out. I found the soundtrack super hokey, the shaky cam super hokey. So it wasn't without its faults from movies of the time. But yeah, dang, there was some juicy stuff in this, and we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But I'll follow this up with a question, and then we'll get into the episode. Did Zira know about the bait and switch? Like, did she know that wasn't her baby when she was on the ship?
100%.
Because it didn't have the necklace.
100%. Because I think the bait and switch happened. We're jumping all over the place here.
Yeah.
I think the bait and switch was she intentionally asks to say goodbye to that chimp. Mm-hmm. So that she can get in the cage and do the bait and switch.
Well,
because she knows that the likelihood of them surviving is low.
She knows she's cooked.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I was trying to think if there was some ambiguity of did she know, did she not know? Like,
no, 100%.
In the end, is she heartbroken or is she not heartbroken because she knows it's not her child? I don't know. I was wondering if there was something there, but I think you're right. I think she knows because otherwise it's a very random thing. Like, why is she in that cage? Like, is she there to say, all right, in 20 years, you two kids need to mate? So
yeah.
Like, otherwise that interaction makes no sense. Like, why did they need to be alone?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Should we do the go through the synopsis of the film?
We could. I actually think there's enough meat to chew on that we could just bounce around to topics, but I'll leave that up to you. We can coin flip it. How do you feel?
I'd kind of like to.
Let's do it, and then we'll talk about stuff as it comes up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Escaping Earth prior to its destruction, which, of course, as aforementioned Lee, happens at the end of Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Yep.
The chimpanzees Cornelius, Zira, and Dr. Milo salvage and repair Taylor's spaceship. The shockwave of Earth's destruction sends the Earth through a time warp that brings the apes to 1973 Earth, most specifically the Pacific coast of the United States.
Yes. Yep.
And when the movie started out, we were both like, what? We knew, we've talked about the fact that time travel may happen.
It might.
Right? That it seemed like it was a part of the series at some point in one way or another.
Because how do you come back from the events of number 2? Like, how do you continue the series without some type of time travel,
or just like, okay, now
universe.
This is a prequel, right? Like this one's going to happen before the events or in between the events of. But this is straight up a continuation.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
The apes are transported. Okay, so this is skipping over some stuff. This is where we need to butt in.
Yeah.
So the U.S., like, the military comes in because there's a spaceship that they don't immediately recognize.
Yeah, or if they do, they definitely don't know who's in it.
Right. But they certainly don't think that it's apes.
Clearly.
One of my complaints in this movie is we get small nuggets of it, but I think unrealistically small nuggets of it.
Sure.
At no point in this film, upon the discovery that the ship was being flown by apes and that the apes can talk and that they're super intelligent and that they're whatever, at no point do I feel like anyone truly shits the brick that they should probably shit. Right?
What?
Like nobody just flips out. Nobody actually has a nervous breakdown because they don't understand. Like, you would like we seem to come to accept it pretty quick. Right?
Yes and
like
no.
They're like
they were a little bit shocked. They're like, "Hello, gentlemen," and then they're like,
yeah, the one woman like almost faints.
Yeah, but like even all those generals on the beach, they were a bit shocked.
They were okay, see,
so what you're saying is not to the appropriate degree.
A bit shocked. I have to admit, when the apes started talking, I was a bit shocked. Like, no. I pissed and shit my pants simultaneously, and then I stroked because I couldn't actually make sense of what I was seeing or hearing or feeling. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, fair enough. I'll acknowledge it.
It's like I always like to like this is something that I always kind of like, and Harry Potter is guilty of this too.
Sure. Okay.
Right?
Yep.
You're just an 11-year-old that discovers that there are wizards, there is magic, and you're one of them.
Right.
He'd probably have an aneurysm.
Like Harry, you mean?
Harry.
I mean, there's in this example, like children are more accepting. Like,
sure. Okay, but within the context of this film,
yeah,
I feel like this is something that it'd be like if you this Christmas Eve, walked downstairs for whatever reason at 2 a.m,
sure,
to get your
cup of water,
2 a.m. shot of tequila, as you do, to have your Jaeger bomb, and lo and behold, Saint Nick was actually in your living room delivering presents. It would completely destroy your psyche because it would fundamentally change the way that you understand the world.
But I'll argue that this movie, like, they do mirror that to a degree. I mean, that's shown in, we get the sequence where literally in the blink when they're catching on to all that's going on.
Yes.
They show every news footage across the world going like, this is a big deal. We've got the like media that are present and they're not just calmly like, do you have a comment? Like they are swarming people like locusts.
Right.
So like, I think that kind of shows, okay, the interest, the shock of the greater public. I agree. Maybe in the moment, these army generals, like, it's not really shown to the appropriate degree because they're kind of like shrug. Wow.
And I guess
neat.
maybe there's a time jump. Like,
maybe.
I don't know how long from the time that spaceship lands to the time that they're, sipping back samosas. Samosas? Mimosas. You don't sip samosas. Until you're like, 90 and it's being put in a blender for you. Then you sip samosas.
Not with a straw.
But nobody feels good about that. The time between when they land and then they're like in the hotel living the high life, right? Mm-hmm. You kind of watch it in the film and you're like, a couple of days, right? But it could be weeks.
Hard to know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. The apes are transported to the Los Angeles Zoo.
Yep.
Under the observation of two friendly scientists, Dr. Stephanie Branton and Dr. Lewis Dixon. Mm-hmm. During their stay there, Dr. Milo is killed by a zoo gorilla.
Yes, like very fast.
Like choked the F out.
Like 10 minutes into the movie.
Like he just full on Brock Lesnar him.
He had 3 lines and then it was like...
He's like, yeah, I see great things for us here.
And I have to say, like, it was a very interesting transition because he starts getting choked out. It's all these different cut scenes of like lions roaring, elephants spazzing out, like all these animals stroking out, having weird reactions. And then it's a cut scene to a body with a cloth on top, and it's like, oh, like I guess he's dead, and all these animals just like simultaneously felt his soul escape his body.
Yeah, and I think you were equally confused by that.
It was a weird story element, and it was a weird filmmaking element of how they showed it, and
he's
how
being choked out, and the other animals in the room start
freaking out,
reacting poorly. Mm-hmm. But then we have the shot of like, well, and so are the hippos at the zoo, and so are the lions out at the zoo, and the penguins on an iceberg in the Antarctic are also feeling this disturbance in the force.
Yeah, it was
and
weird.
Everyone just freaks out. A presidential commission is formed to investigate the return of Taylor's spaceship and its inhabitants. Mm-hmm. During their interrogation, Cornelius and Zira deny knowing Taylor.
So I'm going to say this as it's a good as any point to bring up. This movie is chalked with actors who, for me, are known actors, maybe B-grade actors who, it's not like Leonardo DiCaprio. It's not like Charlton Heston. That's a better example. It's not like, someone pops in and it's someone well-known, an iconic actor, but there were a lot of B-grade actors that we recognize. So I'm going to say the President of the United States recognized him. He was a regular on an 80s show called Murder, She Wrote. We had, what was the name? It was Eric Braeden. Iconic soap opera actor, iconic Titanic actor from 1997's Titanic. We had... I forget his name, but he was the grouchy old man from Christmas with the Cranks. His name was here. Oh, yeah. Emmett Walsh. So there was just a lot of like familiar faces from like 70s cinema that kind of just poked their heads in here. And I thought that was interesting.
Mm-hmm.
No one like Charlton Heston famous, but a lot of recognizable faces.
I mean, I feel like Aaron Braeden is famous
now.
Yeah, not at the time.
No.
But now because of his time on Young and the Restless as Victor Newman.
Yeah.
Is like iconic.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I don't even know how many episodes was Eric Braeden in? You don't even need to search Young and the Restless. I'm going to get an answer. 4,164 episodes, for which he reportedly made $5,000 an episode.
Oh, dang. Oh, wow.
Which sounds like a lot. And I guess, it's
that's a lot of
20 million.
Yeah, that is a lot.
But also,
I mean,
but here's the thing, right? How much?
20 million. Yeah, and I get where you're going. You're probably going like in the context of actors when they're getting paid for jobs. Is it on the same level of like hour for hour, pound for pound of the amount of work that he's putting in versus, a project that, say, a film takes 4 months to shoot, and then that's it for that project, versus like a soap opera that requires the volume of spitting out an episode every day. Like
in its heyday, the actors of Friends.
That's a really big, like that is like the epitome of like success, iconic. Like I don't think it's almost on its own, really.
Okay, you want to go somewhere else?
Sure.
By the final season that Charlie Sheen was in of 2.5 Men,
That seems a bit more relevant.
he was making $1.8 million per episode.
But again, sitcom compared to daily soaps.
No,
right?
I know, like, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The budget's
Okay.
the budget's just not there.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah. So I don't know.
That's fair.
Anyways,
Yeah.
either way, neither here nor there. Doesn't matter.
But anyway, recognizable faces. There's some recognizable faces here.
I totally navigated away from what I was just like, well, I don't need this page anymore. Okay.
So the presidential announcement, he comes in and says, there's some stuff going on here, boys.
Yeah. During the interrogation, Cornelia deny knowing Taylor. They reveal, however, that they came from the future and escaped Earth when a war broke out. Mm-hmm. They are welcomed as guests of the government. Again, pretty quick. Come on in.
I thought it was also just super entertaining how the president, he took the stance of, you know what, this is too big of a deal to sit on. We got to be transparent about it. We got to let the world know. There can't be any secrets here. Like, I was like, okay, interesting.
I think ultimately he was a reasonable president, though.
I don't think he's wrong, but I'm just saying I don't know if that's accurate. I'm not trying to get into conspiracy theories of like real events in the world that governments might say, hey, let's just sit on this till we know more.
Yeah. Do me a favor, and this is more of a treat for the people watching.
Sure.
Take your microphone.
Okay.
Pull it this way a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more.
Okay.
And now rotate.
This way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no, too far.
Okay.
Yeah. And then tip it down a smidge. Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Now my face is.
No, now you're just not talking directly into the microphone and getting horrible noises in my ears and in the ears of the listener.
And that is what we're here for. So I appreciate that. Yeah,
but
no, I think you're right. Like, it's a reasonable decision. I just don't know if it's
well, and not just that, but what I really admire the president for, and he's supposed to seem like a little bit of a careless dick when he says this, I think, but I was ultimately like, yeah, right? Like, yeah, is when, all of this is being laid in front of him. Here's what's going to happen. Here's like, it's the doomsday is, 2,000 years out and all this stuff. And his response is, the F do you want me to do about it? Like, what are we supposed to do about that?
Well, I mean, he jokingly, he's like, yeah, I don't think we'll be in office.
We're not going to be in office
anyway.
by then.
And, you're right. Like, from beginning of his entrance to the end of the film, he's actually pretty rational about it.
Yeah.
He's not like, let's shoot now, ask questions later. It's like, hey, are they armed?
Yeah.
No. Let's capture them, but we don't need to shoot. And so he actually is pretty a rational voice throughout.
Yeah.
You're right.
The apes secretly explain to Stephanie and Lewis how humans are treated in the future and tell them about Earth's destruction. Mm-hmm. The scientists are shocked, but still sympathetic and advise the couple to keep the information secret until they can gauge the potential reaction of their hosts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they want to read the room first.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't you?
Seems fair.
Yeah. I do feel like this movie had a lot of TV exposition.
Yes.
Like, our characters watching a television show on an actual screen, and like, it was not just happening once or twice. Like, it felt like a half dozen times.
Right.
I'm not sure if that's, I'm not criticizing it. I'm not complimenting it. I'm just commenting on it.
Yes.
Don't know.
Yep. No, I get that. Lavished with gifts and media attention, the apes become celebrities. They come to the attention of the president's science advisor, Dr. Otto Hasleen, who discovers Zira is pregnant. Fearing for the future of the human race, Hasleen insists that he simply wants to know how the apes became dominant over men.
And of note, condones alcohol consumption
Oh, Zira's a lush.
during pregnancy.
She is. Well, but then I looked it up. This film came out in 73, and it wasn't until 81
Right.
that drinking during pregnancy became taboo.
But there's just so many things that are ingrained into modern day you and I
Yes.
that even just when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, because she doesn't call it champagne. She calls it like
Grape
grapefruit
juice plus.
And so I was just so expecting him to pull it up and be like, honey,
You can't have this.
have this. Like, this
no,
is
no. Drink up.
He's
May
like,
Hardy's yo ho.
yeah, he's basically just like, here's 2 cups,
Yeah.
one for each hand.
And yeah, but and I'm like, it's the early 70s, right? Like, not only is drinking while you're pregnant not taboo, but also going to a party with all your friends, throwing your keys into a bowl and not actually knowing by which one of your friends' husbands you are pregnant is also not that taboo, right? Like, it's a different time.
I agree. I will say things that are probably still taboo.
Oh, those
that
government
come up.
mixers,
No,
man.
no. I will say the dog bonfires that they reference. Like, that was some heated
But that's a
shit.
futuristic thing.
I know, but just like, it's a pretty intense visual.
It's an intense
like, yeah, they all
visual.
got disease, so we put them in a pile and burn them all.
Well, they all, yeah. But like, if it was a virus,
I'm not arguing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm agreement, but it's just like a very, like, this movie isn't messing around. This movie's coming for blood as far as the stuff that they're getting into, which also they are getting, like, they don't mess around. They get into alcohol during pregnancy. They get into mass burning of bodies. They get into abortion, which in the 70s, like, that's as taboo as it comes. And they're like, yeah, we got to kill this unborn monkey baby. And everyone's like,
yep.
just saying. Pretty intense. This movie doesn't dick around with, like, let's get into the most controversial. They talk about, should we kill Hitler when he's a child versus an adult? Like, they do not pull their punches on anything that's intense.
Yeah, but I mean, that's them talking philosophically.
Ethical. Sure. Okay, I'll take that one back. That's not so much racy. The other ones are racy.
Yeah.
The other ones are racy.
Yeah. Well,
Just saying, in 70s context, racy.
okay.
So yeah, Zira gets soaking drunk.
Where the hell was I?
Sorry, I got.
No, it's all
got
good,
us
man.
Distracted on
It's
that.
all good. It's all good. Lavish with a blah blah blah. Cornelius reveals that the human race will cause its own downfall, and that Earth's destruction is caused by a weapon made by humans.
Yep.
Zira explains that the gorillas started the war, but the chimpanzees had nothing to do with it, which is true.
Which is true.
Hasleen suspects that the apes are not telling the whole truth.
He has some suspicion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
During the original hearing, Zira accidentally reveals that she used to dissect humans, which is the stupidest moment because she goes to say dissect.
Yeah.
Instead of saying dissect, she says dissect.
It's like the
And
T that she leaves off.
And
She
they're
says
playing it
all the rest.
afterwards. And they're like, we heard you say this thing, but you didn't finish the word. All we have is dissect. Dissect. I used to dissect. Dissect. And there's like, what is the rest of the word? And then he gets serious. He's like, what is the rest of the word? What is it?
If you're listening to this, I'm getting interrogated. It's true, though. Like, he's just like, what did you say? Answer me. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like an intense, but it's so stupid. Because
It
it's like,
is.
do you actually not know?
But I guess he's
Like, are
just
you
being
stupid or
I,
are you
I think he's
a
just
troll?
being litigious, though.
He's a troll.
Because it's like, it's probably like in those courtroom dramas where it's like, they know it's your writing and they know it's whatever, but it's like, would you please read out loud what you wrote on the 4th of November, 1987?
Right.
Just so it's on record.
I guess.
They should have had legal counsel. Like, I feel these monkeys
70s.
should have had right to a
It's
lawyer.
the 70s. Nobody cares.
The lawyer would have said not to answer.
Haslin orders Lewis to administer a truth serum to her while Cornelius is confined elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
As a result of the serum, Haslin learns details about Zira's experimentation on humans, along with her knowledge of Taylor.
She doesn't hold back.
No, she's like eyeballs and lips and butts and
that's just talking about Taylor.
testicles.
And that's just Taylor.
And yes, I kissed him and
And then I also
dissect him. Yeah. No, but she does. She lists off like 21 body parts.
Disseckies.
Yeah. And nervous systems and belly buttons and eyebrows and big toes and little toes and kneecaps and tendons and armpits.
We understand that it's this whole premise of like, hey, they're trying to spin it on human nature. It's like, yeah, this is no different than humans testing on animals, humans hunting animals for sport, blah, 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 blah. But there is an aspect of it that it kind of gets a bit dark. It's like, ooh, like what she's doing, writing it on paper. I know you're trying to say it's no different than what we do, but just writing it on paper, like I torture these humans and they're half alive and we hunt them for sport. It's like, oh, that's still a little uncomfortable. Raises some red flags.
Zira joins Cornelius in confinement while Haslin takes his findings to the president, who reluctantly abides by the council's ruling to have her pregnancy be terminated and that both apes be sterilized.
Yeah.
And for those listening at home, sterilized means the removal of the ability. It's not like they were dirty and they need to be cleaned. Just put a little rubbing alcohol on them.
Correct.
Sterilized.
So the monkeys skip town.
In their chambers, Zira and Cornelius fear for their lives. When an orderly arrives to offer the apes food, his jokes about their future child make Cornelius lose his temper. He knocks the orderly on the floor before escaping with Zira. They assume the orderly is merely knocked out, but he's actually dead. He dead. Like, he real dead, which surprised us.
It surprised us because it was like, oh, I think they just knocked him out. And then the next scene, it's a sheet with what looks like someone from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre with the blood seeping through.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa.
Yeah, all of a sudden he comes by looking like a Rorschach test. And it's like...
Basically.
Whoa, buddy.
He won't be in Apes 4, let me just tell you that. Unless there's some time travel shenanigans.
I mean, Haslin uses the tragedy to support his claim that the apes are a threat. He calls for their execution.
And the president's still like, dude, F off. Like, come on.
But is ordered by the president to bring them in alive.
Yeah, and I loved that scene because it was a cut of the president sitting on his couch, I'm assuming, in the Oval Office, and he's got his feet up and a newspaper out. Like, he's not doing official work. Like, he's clearly doing like a crossword puzzle or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like, come on. Do they have weapons? No. Like, leave me alone, Tom. I've told you once. I've told you 1,000 times. Bring him in alive. Don't shoot him. Now let me get back to my crossword puzzle.
And it's interesting that they, like, this is a fictional president.
Sure.
Right? Like, that's the route they decided to go.
Yeah.
Because it's 1973. So if you wanted to be real, and maybe...
Who would... I don't even know who was the president.
Tricky Dick.
Like...
Richard Nixon.
Okay.
You know, be like, you can't bring those apes in.
Now I'm thinking that was a wasted opportunity. Like, they should have had someone pretend to be Nixon.
We have to sort this out. Right? Like, I think
that's on par with the Connery. I think we got to do more Nixon impressions.
Nixon? I think this is the first time I've ever done Nixon.
I'm sold.
Done a lot of Bill Clinton.
Yeah. On this show or just in general?
No, just in general.
I mean, so
just when I'm like bored at work and need to make phone calls.
Let's pretend Bill Clinton was the president in the 1970s. Let's hear what it would be like. Let's go. Tell me not to shoot the apes. Let's go. Come on.
I'll swear I did not have sex with that ape.
I mean, Found a nickel for every time I've said that. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, and I've done a lot of Trump, but we're not going to get into that.
No, we won't.
Haslam uses tragedies, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Branton and Dixon. Branton's finally all of a sudden in the film again.
Yeah, she was gone. Like
Yeah.
her main roles in this film, I will count them on my hand for those watching. She faints at the beginning when the monkeys talk, so that was pretty key. She's gone for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Then she shows up at a roadblock near the end of the movie.
It's like, get in.
Those are her three main key points of that role, of that acting.
The people at this facility are not allowed to know that you're still here.
Get down.
And the filmmakers are not allowed to know that I snuck back onto set. Get in the car and we'll go.
Yeah, she didn't know. Yeah. Anyway, she was very pivotal in this film.
They helped them escape, taking them to a circus run by Senor Armando.
That was the most ridiculous character.
Who is played by the guy that plays Junie and Carmen's grandfather in the Spy Kids sequels.
So another example of a recognizable...
And I recognized him right away.
Another example. So like I said, there were about 3 or 4 recognizable faces in this of like not Charlton Heston-esque, but like still recognizable. For you, it was Spy Kids. For me, he's a villain in, I think, one of the Naked Guns. I forget which one. I think it was number 1. Regardless, yeah. And
so many
like
people I wish would show up in these films that haven't so far, right? Like, what are we going to do about these damn apes? I had one idea, but
I don't have a boat.
I'm not sure where to get a boat.
At this time of day. So yeah, he shows up and he's quite the eccentric character. Like, he really is eccentric.
I love him. He might be my favorite character.
Super eccentric, just because like he is super passionate about his circus. Like, he won't shut up to his friends about it. Like when he was talking to his peer about, I don't mind. Like, you want me to do this that's illegal, blah blah blah. My only answer is yes. Like, he wouldn't actually. That scene went on about 30 seconds longer because they kept walking and he kept talking, and I'm like, oh my gosh, dude! Like, let's wrap this up. When the police came, he wouldn't shut up. He kept making metaphors of like, this baby in a circus. It's as crazy as a camel in a snowstorm. Is a goldfish on the moon. Like, he just kept coming up with things till the police finally said shut up and they left.
Right.
And. I don't know. You liked him. I didn't dislike him. He was just a very eccentric person.
I loved him.
Yeah.
At the circus, there is an ape named Heloise, who has just given birth.
Yeah.
Zira gives birth to a son and names him Milo, after Dr. Milo.
Sure.
Knowing that Zira's labor was imminent, Hasline orders a search of all the circuses and zoos.
Yep.
And Armando insists that the apes leave for their safety.
Yep.
Lewis arranges for the apes to hide out in the Los Angeles Harbor shipyard for a while.
Just because there's some empty boats hanging around.
He gives Cornelius a pistol as the couple does not want to be taken alive.
Yeah.
That's a heavy moment.
Like I said, this movie doesn't pull punches. They're like, let's talk about abortion. Let's talk about drinking a pregnancy. Let's talk about if the going gets tough, let's have a backup plan to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. That was...
Yeah. Tracking the apes to the shipyard, Haslin mortally wounds Zira and kills the infant she's holding.
Yes.
Cornelius shoots down Haslin and then dies at the hands of a sniper.
To which, so you and I were talking and we were thinking, okay, was there even a baby she was
first
holding?
of all, you were surprised the movie wasn't over yet. You're like, oh, wow, this ending's still...
I thought it was going to end with them
And I said, I know, they might still die.
You did, and I was like, not a chance. And you were right. I thought, because listen, we've got 2 more movies in this 5 series.
In this continuity. So I was thinking about this during the movie. Sorry. It's my goal of this franchise.
Yeah.
To find headcanon to connect them all.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love that. Sure.
I'm going to try.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to make it all
Makes sense.
work.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly was expecting when he says, I want the gun just in case I have to off myself.
Yeah.
I was expecting them to walk into the woods, credits roll. Because it's like, hey, we got 2 more movies. Let's pick it up where this leaves off. And wrong, they die.
Yep.
And the other thing I was surprised about is I was expecting that there was some bait and switch where like she was holding, like I know I saw her hold the baby on the ship. So at some point on the ship, like he tucked him into a cupboard and she was going to be holding like a shoe or a 2x4.
Yeah.
And that's what they were shooting at. And later the human veterinarian goes and picks up the baby or something. And that's not what happened.
No.
What happens next?
Zira tosses the dead baby over the side
Which,
and crawls to die with her husband.
so what was with that? That is,
I don't know.
no, but that's not okay. I know
Well,
it's
the kid's
not
already
her.
dead.
You don't know that. Like comfort.
She knew it.
No, but maybe not instantly. Like maybe the baby's still like passing. Like you can hang on to the baby so
Okay.
it's not drowning to death. I don't know. That seems weird. Even instinctually, and I'm not trying to make
She
this
knew
more
she
than it
was dying.
I'm not trying to make this more than it is. But just even when you think about Titanic, this is horrible. I like this. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up because it's a pointless, fruitless thing. But the horrible, horrible, horrible incident of all those women and children and men in the water and they're cold. And
Yeah.
as dire as their outcome was, they're hanging on to their loved ones, sadly, till they've passed.
Right.
And so I'm thinking in this case, like, it just seems such an unnatural response to say, F it, throw you overboard, and then go with your husband. Like, it would seem more natural to, like, hang on to them, have some protective instinct, and all
It's
of them.
not her baby.
Doesn't matter. It's a child. And have some protective instinct.
Yeah,
of,
but she's a damn dirty ape.
She is a damn dirty ape. Of just all of them holding each other for their last few moments. I don't know. That doesn't.
It seemed
sit
like
well.
a thing. But also, she was dying, and
Pregnancy brain.
there wasn't
I
a
guess.
lot of time to,
Yeah.
like, just think things through logically, right? Like,
Yeah, I guess.
when you're shot and you're dying, see, I don't know the science, I don't know the biology behind this,
Yeah.
but I assume there's, like, a surge of, like, different hormones that are firing and
Maybe.
and whatever, and you probably start to behave semi-irrationally.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
But anyway, she dumps it in the water like a bag of peas.
yes. It is revealed that Zira switched babies
Yeah. That was
with
juicy.
Louise.
Yeah. That
Before
was-
leaving the circus, Armando is aware of this and prepares to leave for Florida. Milo then begins to talk. Now, what I want to know is where's everyone's motivations lie? Because when Lewis is sending them off saying, here's your gun, go live your happy life, he's not just saying go live your happy life, he's saying go start a colony, Mr. Ape, that is supposed to
Bring on the apocalypse.
outgrow our intelligence and then enslave us all. Then Armando is willingly and knowingly like smuggling this hyper intelligent ape baby
Yeah.
for why?
I think both of them is chalked up to, and one of them or both of them, I forget which, do comment on something like this. I don't know if there's any ulterior motives of why they're doing it. I think they're saying, who are we to influence the future when there's something great, like there's kind of greatness afoot here. It would be almost blasphemous to
Right.
have our hands in it. Like, it sounds weird saying, but like a hands-off approach. I know they're I guess they're a hands-off approach in saying, let's not have humans decide this, so I'm going to intervene so humans don't end this.
So I think we need to talk about the time travel.
Okay. Yeah. I think we need to talk about, would it be related to, no, actually it would be separate. We can talk about that after. So the time travel.
Because there's a little bit of a paradox.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get your opinion.
Sure.
Now, there's a couple of different possibilities here because you and I looked at it and we're like, okay, at some point there's a disease. It is explained by Cornelius.
Yes.
And I don't know where Cornelius got this information from, because the last time we touched base with Cornelius, like none of the apes seemed to know much.
Not a dang thing.
But maybe Cornelius did, because he talks about ancient scrolls and he talks about whatever.
Maybe he did some research.
Maybe this is stuff that, like, because there is some time after they find that cave and all that stuff. So maybe Cornelius then was just like, okay, screw you guys. I'm going into the restricted section of the library.
I want to find some answers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can chalk that up. Yeah.
Okay. So then he says that at some point a virus, all cats and dogs contract this virus.
Sure do.
And they have to kill them all. There's like fires to burn them too. Well, and just like they would burn bodies during the plague.
Sure.
Right? You have to get rid of these bodies and
do something
the
with them.
virus and try to kill it.
Yeah.
And then at which point humans, desperate for pets, lonely. God, I don't know why this episode is so much. I've wanted to just drop F-bombs, but
Actually, me too. I'm not going to lie.
someday, maybe post 400, we'll revisit.
We'll revisit it.
Just a bunch of lonely sacks of shit. Why can I say sacks of shit, but I can't? Anyways, lonely people. Where do they all come from? Who are
so desperate
for pets that they start? I don't know why we go straight to apes, but whatever.
What happened to canaries or birds?
Right, and so they bring these apes
pigs.
into their household,
Even pigs.
and then apes get smarter and smarter, and they revolt.
Yeah,
right. It becomes the AI.
One finally says no.
One goes no, which is cool because
I think that happens.
they do that in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Caesar does it.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so I'm aware while watching this movie, and it was raining on my parade a little bit.
Yeah.
That there are some things. This is the first movie where things are happening that you're going, shit, this is going to complicate me trying to tie this all together with the new films, right? Yeah. And I know, calm down, take a chill pill, breathe. I know it's not the same thing. I know they're two separate series. I know it's not supposed to all be connected. I'm going to try anyways. So just
relax.
Let
it breathe.
So there's that. Then, however, Zira and Cornelius are now in 1973 popping out babies. Which then we look at and we go, okay, well, we're like, okay, well, is this the beginning of the evolutionary thing for these apes?
Gotta wonder.
Now, so a couple of questions.
Sure.
A, have they changed the timeline by coming back? So that apes are still going to take over.
We don't know.
But now it's not because of a virus, but because a super intelligent ape baby from the future was dropped in the past.
Yeah.
Option number one. Option number two, this is what kicks off the evolutionary chain that makes it possible for apes to overthrow, yet the virus still happens.
Yeah, like the virus is always going to happen, and they're the reason they have pets. Yeah.
Interesting theory number three that still has those first two be possible. Where might a virus that is capable of spreading and wiping out all cats and dogs, where might that come from? I mean, a virus from 2,000 years in the future
that's pretty advanced and developed,
that nobody has any antibodies for because it didn't come on gradually. It was 2,000 years evolved from anything we have now.
Like that's the definition.
That could wipe shit out. Yeah. And so, is this actually this? Then that goes back to.
Is this always what happened?
Them coming back really is the catalyst that kicks this off.
You gotta wonder,
right?
And it's like this paradoxical,
and it's a paradox, right? It's just like the Dial of Destiny.
Yeah,
right? It's the same thing where Indiana Jones
was always
is the one that helps influence creating the device.
Spoiler alert for Dial of Destiny.
Whatever.
Skip it 30
like
seconds.
3 years.
No, for 1 year. Just skip it 30
When did
seconds.
Dial of Destiny come out?
Last year.
No.
Yeah, 100.
No.
100.
2022.
No, June 2023.
Are you sure?
100%.
It's not great. Like,
but anyway, you continue. You can continue.
so
talking
yeah. So I'm
people-
just curious,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And again, I need to June 2023, son of a
Told you.
bitch.
And
Okay, so maybe I need to like brush up on my paradoxes.
I for the definition, because for Dial of Destiny, I got confused because there were so many
Right.
options and there's all the different paradoxes. I'm happy and content just saying it's interesting that this movie has us even talking about something like that.
Yes.
That is iconic as number one was.
Yeah.
And
A bullshit. Who's ever seen it? Planet of the Apes 3.
yeah.
Right. And
Like,
I'm
that's
sitting here
actually-
going, okay.
Wait a minute.
What's starting what?
What was the chicken? What was the egg in this
Yeah.
situation?
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It's got some things that, like, again, I wish there were a bit less lulls here and there. I
Yep.
wish it was a little less hokey, but the blueprint is, the blueprint is there.
all right, we have 18 minutes to wrap this up.
'Kay.
Because on the pure fact that both episode 1 and 2 of this franchise,
Yeah.
coincidentally, were both an hour and 14 minutes long.
Okay.
And so now it feels like,
We have to. The only other thing I would add in
yeah,
is just, I think it's fascinating that we're talking about this paradox. And something else that I find this movie fascinating is it has me asking, would I kill Hitler when he was an adult? I don't know, because maybe someone who would have taken his place and would have done just as bad things. Would I have killed
when
him
he
as
was a baby.
Would I have killed him when he was a baby? I'm not sure.
Deadpool
And so
struggled with that.
I'm finding that this movie has me wondering, because it's like, would I think this guy was in the wrong. I wouldn't have castrated them. I wouldn't have killed their unborn child.
Well, it's like Minority Report.
But I might separate them going, if I want a hand on this, I might separate them and not let them procreate. Or I might go, by doing that, I might push events into happening that
are far worse.
are far worse. That is, getting into this paradox. So I have my...
What's the butterfly effect?
The butterfly, exactly. So I'm actually just impressed that this movie has me thinking about the paradoxes of what happened first, chicken or the egg. I'm having this, and as the movie alludes to, the painter and being part of the landscape, and it's this ever evolving thing. And at that point in the movie, I was like wondering, how is this movie going to tie this in?
Yeah,
and they really did.
For those that don't know, the butterfly effect is the theory or the physics theory, the line of thinking, theoretical science that the ripple in air, the air ripple from a butterfly flapping its wings could cause a tsunami on the opposite side of the ocean or opposite side of the world. Sure. Right? Because it's a chain reaction. This causes the leaf to flutter in such a way, which causes the stick to drop, which causes the, whatever. But that, one change. And I mean, the whole Back to the Future series is predicated on that.
Yeah.
Right? That one thing, all of a sudden, the fact that George punches Biff when he had never punched him before, now his parents are rich and successful and happy, and his mom's not an alcoholic and whatever else, right? Like it's that trickle effect.
I think I'm just fascinated because I find that paradox is interesting, and I think it's maybe a situation of if you try to do too much, maybe you're catapulting to you can't change the past. Either if you chase them down and try to hunt them, you're going to get the outcome you get in movie 1 and 2. If you do nothing and let them, if you let them do their thing, maybe you're going to get the outcome. So maybe the future's going to happen no matter what, no matter which corridor you go down. So I find that interesting. So in essence, what an interesting movie that in 1973 has me thinking.
And what's cool about the ending of this film is that, at least personally for me, when the first one ended, I was like, okay, cool ending. Ambiguous ending a little bit, like a cliffhanger ending, sort of, but not one where I'm going, well, I need to see more.
Yes.
The second one happens, and you're like, okay, I don't need to see more, but I'm very curious how you're going to continue this.
That's true.
This one ends, and I'm like,
now what?
Okay, now what?
Buckle up.
Right?
Yeah.
So now these two are dead, but this baby is there.
Yeah.
And we know where this leads. Show me the events that are going to transpire that move us closer to that future. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
The third film. Nobody ever talks about Escape from the Planet of the Apes.
No.
This is the best one we've watched yet.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
It's definitely better than the second one.
Sure.
And if not better than the first one, as good or damn near close. Like a fighting contender.
Yeah.
It's in the top 3 so far.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else, sir?
That's it. Should we rank this puppy?
Sure. What did you think of it on a scale of 0 to 10?
I'm wondering if I'm going a bit hard on this. I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Ooh, okay.
And that's the exact same score I gave number 2, but I would say this is like a strong 6. Like
Sure.
it gets to a 6 in a different way. And maybe I should have given it a bit higher, but yeah, I'm just fascinated by where the journey that it's taken us on. What would you give it?
If you've watched the first two, and really, if you've watched the first one and then read a 4-sentence recap of the second one, which is really all you need.
That's all you need.
This film could start with, 5 years after the, whatever.
Yeah.
There's a war between a secret underground, and the Earth is destroyed. Like that's literally all you need.
That's all you need.
If you have the back knowledge in order to set up the tension of what Cornelius and Zira know and the others don't know, and where this is going with the birth of Milo and all of this stuff, 8 out of 10. Like, I think this is solid.
Can't argue with
like
that.
really solid, and I had a lot of fun with this, and I am stoked to watch the next one.
Yeah.
Like really stoked.
Yeah, I'm more interested than I was 2 hours ago.
Yeah, which is amazing to me, and I think we finally successfully, because after there's 2 more in this, and then we're into the new ones.
Yep.
We have to arm wrestle over whether or not we're doing the Tim Burton one
now or later.
But I'm like, I don't know, right? Here's the thing. Again, look back on the fact that you were like, let's just double them up. Let's just,
which would have been okay for number 2.
Which would have been okay for number 2, but what would you have
paired?
paired it with? You can't pair it with the first one. You can't pair it with this one. Right? Yeah. And so now it's like, well, I don't think we're going to with the next one. And then we only have one left. And then I think we both agree we're not going to do it with the Matt Reeves ones. So
No.
So yeah, it's a full-fledged series.
Here we go.
What'd you watch this week, sir?
I watched a few things, so I'll rip through them. I will say I watched the 2003 film Cheaper by the Dozen. Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Ashton
Bonnie Hunt.
Kutcher, Bonnie Hunt.
Hilary Duff. What's the girl? She's like the punky skater girl.
Yeah. I know who you...
Allison...
Stoner?
Stoner?
Yeah.
Allison Stoner.
I gave this movie a 5 out of 10.
Really?
It's cute. It's a little bit hokey. Like, it's a little bit... I know it's not 90s. I guess it's early 2000s. But it's a bit corny. Some of the stuff is a bit slapstick. A bit
Martin.
cheesy. But the Steve Martin stuff is gold. And so it's really that 50-50 of as much stuff as I liked. There was stuff that I disliked. So I don't regret it. But it's not as iconic or it's not as amazing. I remember, like, I had this on VHS or DVD as a kid, and I watched that puppy.
Did you watch the second one?
No, I've never seen it.
What?
I know it has Eugene Levy, but like I just never watched it as a child, so it's never been.
Oh, you should watch the second one.
I'll watch it. I doubt I would like have
and
as
there's Tom
much
Welling in it
nostalgic.
too, right? Like the first one as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Superman.
Yeah.
From Smallville.
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Tom
he came
Welling.
back in number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He's a big face in this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It yes, Eugene Levy's in the second one. He's good in the second one. However, I just realized Martin Short would have been a better because you get Steve Martin and Martin Short on screen together, and it's like Abbott and Costello.
Yes. Yeah.
Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon, Tim Conway and Harvey Korman. Like it's just iconic.
Yeah. I watched a 1997 film called Dante's Peak.
Okay.
We've got Peak, no pun intended, Pierce Brosnan, who's a volcanologist.
You said 1997?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought at first you said 1977. And I'm like,
Yeah, he was a
In utero?
in utero back then.
Yeah.
So this volcanologist is in a small town. It's a disaster film. Like everything in the 90s, you got Twister, you got Titanic, you got Volcano,
right?
You've got Dante's Peak. Yeah, it's a volcano. I gave this one a 5 out of 10 as well. It was corny, but something I didn't know this until I was thinking, like reading about this afterwards. It had so many practical effects. I didn't realize all the disaster elements of
It was
like
a real volcano, yeah.
no, of like there would be like the town exploding from like aftershocks and things. And at the time, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks good. And I realized because it was all practical effects, it was like all miniatures and things. And so from an effects disaster movie, it was great. It just seems like the screenplay writers really took a holiday of just getting into tropes of, you know, people dying, dogs surviving when it doesn't make sense, and just like
when the dogs should be on a bonfire instead.
Yeah, or just like let's have the romantic interest. Instead of her just having lines and a reason to be there, she's the coffee shop girl, so her role is to give everyone coffee. Just like all these tropes of like, okay, you could have done a better job writing it. Speaking of Walter Matthau, I watched a 1993 film called
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace. Haven't watched it in probably 15 years.
Walter Matthau, man.
I gave it a 6 out of 10. It was a little bit more corny than I remembered.
I've got his autograph right over there.
That's actually pretty cool. But he's great in this. He's great.
He's great in everything he's in.
His wife is in this. Switchblade Sam, played by Christopher Lloyd, is just chef's kiss. Like, obviously 90% of it is his acting, his like just completely being transported my disbelief.
Yep.
But he even has this like musical theme that every time he's like stepping on roses and like you see his rotten teeth, it just starts playing. And you're like, that is just so.
He's like, I can't do a facial impression of him, but yeah.
Stealing an apple, like he uses a knife and pokes an apple out of a kid's hand. It's like, I want that. And just anyway, Switchblade Sam, Walter Matthau are great in it.
Lorraine Baines.
Yeah, it's like a Back to the Future reunion. It's a great movie. It's got some iconic elements. It's got some really heartwarming things that I kind of forgot about as a kid. It just gets a little bit into the slapstick because it's Dennis the Menace. You know, it's like let's smash his dentures. Let's do this, do that. So it's a little bit hokey. But man, that Switchblade Sam. Oh, that Walter Matthau. Just those two people.
So good.
Excellent.
And there's a sequel.
Isn't
there with different actors.
All the way around. I think I maybe saw it. It gets really hokey from what I read about it. They're looking for like the Fountain of Youth. No Walter Matthau.
Wait, really?
Or some such. Or
Dennis
some
the Menace
such.
Strikes Again. Oh, okay, I remember this.
There's no Walter Matthau. There's no Switchblade Sam.
But do you know who? But you know who plays?
Yeah, the grandpa. It's I don't know the name.
What do you mean the grandpa?
Who are you talking about?
You know who plays Mr. Wilson in it?
Who?
Don Rickles.
Yeah.
Like Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Don Rickles.
Fine. It's okay.
All right.
Yeah. Not as iconic for me. I never saw
it's not near as good.
Yeah.
It's got the kid from Home Alone
7.
3.
Well, I think that says enough. I saw some internet reviews on it, and it just said it was horrible. And
Carrot Top's in it. Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
no. Betty White. Betty White plays Mrs.
I know,
Wilson.
Betty White.
Hang on.
Betty White.
Hang on.
You're right.
Hang on.
But
slow your roll. Betty White.
That's about it.
Okay.
The last thing I watched is actually a hidden gem for me. 2016's Moana with Dwayne Johnson. Because
the trailer for the second one came out and you were celebrating?
No. I was just watching it recently, coincidentally.
Yep.
So for context, I gave it an 8 out of 10. I think it's an incredibly entertaining movie. The music, I walked away when that movie ended and I said, just for those who can't see me, I'm ranking things with my hands. We've got Frozen.
Yeah.
We've got Moana. Moana trumps Frozen. Hot take. I'm taking that to the bank. Both actual overall story, visuals, animation, and music. Because you've got, is it Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Yeah,
So, I mean, you can't go wrong with that. Dwayne Johnson is entertaining. He's good at singing. There's one song in there that's a bit hokey, but I was drinking the Kool-Aid for this. 8 out of 10 easily. It was a good movie. And I coincidentally just realized number 2's coming out in the fall, and now I'm excited.
I'm just making mental, like, I'm trying to see where Moana is better than Frozen.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm not shocked or upset. I'm like,
you're just
mentally,
gauging.
like,
yeah.
How do I feel about that?
Sure.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
I have to dwell on it.
Yeah. I think, just as a side note, like, I'm not trying to be here to bash on Frozen. I think just in general, it's adequate.
Yeah.
And for some reason, people have elevated it to being iconic. Where I'm not
And the second
sure.
one got dumb. The second one had a dumb ending.
It's a little hokey.
Well, it just becomes like, what? Like, it just loses all groundedness because now, like, remind me how it's because it's years ago and we reviewed it.
We reviewed it.
She becomes like she's a god or something.
Well, I don't know if it's that, but I would say like Planet of the Apes.
Like, she's not human.
I feel like we're Planet of the Apes where you're not expecting a sequel or you're wondering where a sequel is going in a bad way. When Frozen 2 happens, you go, okay, do we really need to tell this part of the story?
Right.
And if we were telling another story, maybe we could have done it in a different direction.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's a whole slew of things. What did you watch this week?
Just one film.
Okay.
Yes Man.
Oh,
Jim Carrey.
man.
My younger sister had never seen it.
So you
And
did
she's
the
a Jim
right
Carrey
thing.
fan.
You did the right thing by showing it to her.
Yeah.
What did she think?
She liked it. She didn't, because I showed her the trailer a couple days prior,
Yep.
and she laughed real hard during the trailer, and it is just a well cut trailer.
Sure.
I had a nostalgic feel watching it.
We've reviewed it. Listener, if
Take
you want to
your
hear
word for it.
check it out. It's a good episode. I don't remember what happens, but I'm sure it's a good
I'm
episode.
sure. Well, they're all
They're all good.
good,
They're all good.
except for the 1917 one.
It's adequate.
But that's not of no fault of the person. It just was lacking chemistry.
It's just lacking chemistry. That's
Yeah.
what you meant.
I think she liked it. I didn't ask her to rank it,
Of course. But you should.
but I should have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
messed up.
I'm happy that she seems maybe at least adequately warmed up to it.
Yeah.
I feel it's one of those last movies in the prime of Carrey, the prime time of Carrey, because, you know, he had the Ace Ventura, the prime time where he was just spewing out gems. I feel like this was at like the tail end of that, because this is like mid to late 2000s.
Well, and see, here's the thing, because Carl and I were talking about that. I don't remember when. I don't remember when, and maybe this will even come out before we talked about that.
Possible.
But here's the thing, because
Yeah.
Carl kind of thought something similar, right? That like Jim Carrey had kind of fizzled out
Yeah.
by the mid 2000s.
Sure.
So in the 90s,
Yeah.
for Jim Carrey,
Sure.
James Eugene Carey from Newmarket, Ontario.
Shout out.
My girlfriend's older brother went to the same high school.
It's pretty cool. Not at the same time.
No, but you could, like, in the halls, you could see his
That's cool.
picture up
Yeah.
on the, there's like collages
Yep.
of graduating students. So in the 90s,
Yeah.
he did Ace Ventura,
Sure.
The Mask,
Yep.
Dumb and Dumber, Batman Forever, Ace Ventura 2, The Cable Guy, Liar Liar, Truman Show,
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's peak.
and Man on the Moon,
Never heard of it.
where he played Andy Kaufman.
Yeah. No.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. I recommend it.
Okay.
In the 2000s.
Yeah.
Because Carl's thing was he was only really in his prime in the 90s. Right?
And I don't think that's true.
2000s. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Not my favorite, but it's a very well-received commercial success. I would
Bruce
say that's
Almighty.
Peak. I'd still say that's peak.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, I don't know if it's peak. I feel like that's maybe a little bit more niche, but still an interesting film.
Series of Unfortunate Events.
I'd say that's still commercially peak. Like, that's relevant.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
Okay.
Horton Hears a Who.
Now
Yes Man.
Yeah.
I Love You, Philip Morris.
I don't know if that was... I think now we're starting to get into the weaning off. Because I don't know if that was that wasn't an iconic classic or commercial success.
The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. Mr. Popper's Penguins. Kick-Ass 2. So what I said was when when he kind of gave up on acting, was Kick-Ass 2. Because he very famously shot Kick-Ass 2, and then after shooting it, but before it came out, he was refusing to do any press for the film.
Oh, so that's
because he regretted it.
Yeah.
And didn't like the violent image that he had a coming to Jesus moment. And yeah, but then he did the Sonic films.
Right. But there's a bit of a gap. There's a bit of a gap. I will just say, I'm not saying that the tires are falling off and the engine's smoking in those later 2000s, early 2010s, but it's definitely a big drop off from the
for sure. But in the 2000s, it's still solid. It's Bruce Almighty, Series of Unfortunate Events, Fun with Dick and Jane, Yes Man, the animated Christmas Carol that he did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at Man on the Moon. It's interesting.
Wrap it up, so
let's wrap it up. Like Man on the Moon.
So watch Man on the Moon, but then also watch, there's a documentary that came out not long ago about his time making that film and how he lost himself and I think had to go to therapy.
Oh, geez.
Became so method that he started to believe that he was Andy Kaufman reincarnated. He really lost his mind in that role.
Yeah.
It was a whole thing. Yeah.
That's
Wrap
intense.
it up.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you're watching us, that means you're either behind this camera out the window or you support us on Patreon. Either way, thank you for supporting us. If you're on the fence for joining our Patreon, like I said, you get bonus voting, you get some video streams of some of our episodes, you get bonus episodes, and you get our undying gratitude. Thank you.
Got me freaked out.
Check out our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Like, follow, subscribe.
I have to sleep here tonight.
Give us a good rate and review. Let us know, what would you have done? Would you, would you have put a hand in the situation and stopped the apes from doing what they were going to do? Or would you have chased them down? Where would you stand? Would you intervene? Would you let nature take its course and what's going to happen is going to happen? Where did you land on that kind of paradoxical conundrum?
Did you say merch?
No, but check out the merch. There's some really cool 5-year merch. Cool. 5 years only happens once.
What a dick. Never remembers the merch. Also, hop on our social medias and either send us a message or, if this is before our 400th episode has come out, then send us questions. We're going to do an Ask Us Anything.
Yeah.
As well as another secret thing that's going to kind of tie into it that Pete doesn't know about yet. But he'll know, on the mic when we go to do it. Because surprises are fun.
Sure.
But it's just going to be a long, topical, conversational episode.
Yeah.
But ask us our questions.
Yeah, Facebook
your questions.
message us.
Ask us anything. Doesn't have to be film related. Can be anything, and we'll answer.
Yeah, message us on Instagram, message us on Facebook, send us a letter.
What's your credit card number? Stuff like that, right?
Yes.
Make it good.
Make it good.
Yeah.
And until next time, where we review another ape movie or horror movie or an 80s action flick.
Some sort of 80s bullshit. Another Robin Hood film.
Who knows?
Jeez.
Yeah.